Hello. Uh, Please like, subscribe, and comment. Today's video is about sharing, and you'll see it down below. It's about an 8-minute video by Dr. Nathaniel Jensen. He's a biologist, and he does his work on the Y chromosome. The Y chromosome helps researchers see an actual timeline of things. The X chromosome, what you're from, your mother's line of X chromosome people came from Ethiopia or Croatia or Siberia or whatever. But it doesn't tell you when they were there necessarily. There's things that people might use to figure that out, but it doesn't show you that in the same way that the Y chromosome actually gives you sort of a timeline. And so that's what Jensen's research is about, is this timelines about how people became located where. Very interesting. So you've seen, I've done a video about a month or so ago, and I did it on LiDAR, right? You can go back and take a look at that. In fact, you'll see it at the end. It'll be a reference at the end of this video. So you can select that and go back and look at that video about LiDAR and how it's used to detect things in the landscape. Archaeological sites, archaeological things. And one of the things, and this is actually a shot of the Amazon. So and you can see there structures and things, possible roadways, etc., that are just covered up by the Amazon rainforest. But Jensen, his work is, as I say, is on the Y chromosome for the for people's, your heritage through your Y chromosome. And so he's done testing. And if you'd like for him to test where you're from, and he's often saying if you are like Oriental, or if you're from South Africa or anything like that you think you're from, he'd like to get your DNA so that he can help it to support the research that he's doing. It's not to support his claims, but for him to actually see what he's a scientist. He's looking at where does the Y chromosome research lead him. And in this particular video that I have down below, he's talking about the Amazon rainforest. We just discovered the true history of the Amazon. It will blow your mind, and it's pretty interesting. So in it, you'll see how he discusses how the evidence shows that certain genetic groups came from certain other areas of the planet, and how they are represented there in the peoples of the Amazon rainforest today. And you sort of get a sense of these migrations of people, and how they might have wiped out other people, and yada, yada, yada. So I won't go into detail about that because he's the one that gives it to you. This is a brief video of his. He actually does videos, if you're interested in his work, that, he's looked into the American Indians. He's looked at just multiple populations and what their history is based on the genetic findings that he's made through DNA research on the Y chromosome. So if you like me bringing you these videos, and that's what I do, I just come across different things that I think are thought-provoking, and I share them so that you might broaden your horizons as well as I am, as I expose myself to different things. Now, admittedly, there's a lot of stuff out there that is trash, and I try to avoid referring you to trash. And there's other stuff that's not just trash, it's pure out evil and or just very negative things that don't add to the edification of humanity. And I try not to share that. There's things that are, unfortunately, there's evidence that is presented on all kind of programs or videos or podcasts and things that are, between the lines, if you're looking at the evidence and not the opinions, there's all kind of stuff to learn. but I don't share a lot of videos that, particularly things that are very political and stuff like that, because I assume that you're not me, and you're probably going to get turned off by somebody who is either right wing or left wing or whatever. And even if something they say is worth hearing, and often people present information, and their purpose for presenting the information is not what I'm getting out of it. I hear the information, I say, oh, I'm connecting the dots. And that's really what I'm doing. I'm giving you data, and you can connect the dots yourself. And I've certainly come to conclusions after many years of life. There was things I believed very, pretty seriously, 30 years ago, that today I would tell you is just, I think is totally wrong. But live and learn, right? That's what I'm doing, and I'm giving you an opportunity to learn too. And maybe it's something you already know. Maybe it's something that you are interested in. But Nathaniel Jensen, look at his video. I'm going to have it down below for you. Please like. If you've seen Jensen and have an opinion about him and you want to respond to this video, go ahead and do that, so you can enlighten the rest of us. If you've got something that's worth hearing, if you're just going to say ugly things, don't bother. We don't need any more ugliness in the world, right? But please give me a like, thumbs up down there, subscribe. You can hear more things that I share. And you can find me. I'm over on X as well. I'm putting these things on X. So if you want to follow on X, and I'm planning on maybe doing some more kind of things on X than what I'm doing right now. But anyway, like, subscribe, have a good day.